Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to analyze a BBMA from the weekly time frame if you have a CSM. So we'll be using gold because gold has been buying. Maybe you might not know the reason why gold has been buying for some time now, but it occurs to us that gold has a weekly CSM. Price broke above this the upper BB, and then it went to the re-entry zone, and it has been reacting for like weeks now. For months now before it finally went up. So we're going to be analyzing the in-depth, like we're going to be doing in-depth analysis on the weekly time frame. So this is what happened first. We are going to the daily. So this is where it started from. Price came after it made the CSM on the weekly. It came to give an extreme here. If you notice, extreme is either it reject from the EMA, this blue line, or it reject from the lower BB, but in this case it reacted from the lower BB here. And then price went up all the way to our TP1 and it went down. Then you'll be like, why did price not just go up like to this red line, which is our normal TP1, because it's the high of that candle? But if you notice, this is an order block here, and it broke structure here, and you can always consider it that yes, it's not valid to, like, it's not 100% valid. We know that because characteristics of an order block, a valid order block, is it breaks structure. The other block must be engulfing. In this case, this one is engulfing, and it must be pro trend. But if you notice, it only meets two of those characteristics. It's not pro trend because we are looking for buys, but this now it's not selling. But that's enough. Should I say 2/3? It's enough reason for you to take your profit here, if at all. So first of all, now let's see if we are going to find buy opportunities from after getting this extreme. We have to go to the H4 time frame. Okay, this is what happened here. Price broke above this line here. It broke above and gave us a CSM buy on the H4. Like, the H4 is where all the magic happened. But in weekly analysis, you don't just hold trade for too long in the H4. Based on the weekly, can always go back to come and retest their re-entry zone, being this line here. You see how many retests. So all those H4 is valid. I'm not saying it's not valid, but you just have to be mindful of how you trade it. Okay, let's go back to where is this place? Give me a minute. Okay, this is the H4 candle. It broke this top BB and then re-entry at this zone. Really? And then where is our TP going to be? The high of the H4, and this is where it is. We took our TP, and the TP, it just smashed it, and then it started falling. You see why TP1 is very, very necessary in taking these trades. Like, very, 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 very necessary. Because, okay, let us say, okay, we are going to analyze this H4 CSM buy. Let's go to the 15 minutes. Okay, if you notice, there's another block here. It broke structure. It broke other structure behind this thing. I don't want to go back in time frame again. It broke structure, and then it has been reacting to this zone, reacting, and then what happened? It reacted finally, and it gave us almost 100 pips, I think. Let's see, 20, 30, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pips. It gave us 100 pips at TP1, and that's a very, very nice this thing. And then it came back down again. It came back down to come and test this zone again. And if you see, this is extreme. If I see this trade live, I know I'm going to start spamming buy, because I know in the H1 there's re-entry for H1 here, and this is it. This is the this is the week it used to come back to this zone, and this time it gave over 100 pips this time around. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 160 pips. You see, this is how you just get in the market and get out. Gold is very, very volatile. We all know that. So after that, you let the market, if at all, form a new CSM or something. But if you notice, price did not form a new CSM. Instead, it went down and start rejecting from this EMA 50. And then from this rejection, I know it's still going to buy, but then it broke this place a bit. And so I always consider the CSAK sell here, but then it did not react to it. It then broke above, and when it broke above, it gave me a CSAK buy, making my own making the buy more even valid again. And then what happened, we start looking for SND zone, blind spot. Blind spot is basically an engulfing candle that did not, like, price did not mitigate it and start maybe going down or something, but then it broke above it, but that zone is still valid. Like this particular, let me zoom in, this particular candle here, this is an engulfing candle here. This one engulfed this one, but if you see, price just broke above it. It did not like mitigate it and start going down or something, just like how this one is. Like, this one is a bullish engulfing and it mitigated it and just start going up. But this one in particular now, it just broke above it and making it even valid more for the buy, because normally we are looking for buy. So this zone is valid. So you see, when price came here and reacted from it came here and reacted from this zone. There are other buy opportunities here. You cannot just consider looking only the blind spot as the main criteria. Let's go back on our lower time frame and see what's popping in there. Okay, what happened now? Price reacted from that zone. Okay, maybe let us say we did not take the buy from that zone. Then price failed to create CSM, if you notice here, but it was rejecting around this zone. Okay, we are still looking for buy opportunities. But then this, if you look here, this is an engulfing candle here. This is an engulfing candle here, and it broke structure here. Sure, you can see it. This is why you combine this other block strategy with BBMA. It broke structure here, and it started rejecting. If you notice, it rejecting from this zone. It came back down, and then see, there are a lot of things that is telling that it's making you this particular trade is screaming buy. Like, let us say we are chart pattern trader. This is a flag here. And you know how flags are reversal patterns. Let us consider it, though we are not chart pattern traders, but let us add it to our analysis. If you see like this now, you see it's giving you more opportunities to, like, confirming the buys, rejecting from this how do they call it, this valid order block. And then 30 minutes, what do we have here? Okay, we did not have anything yet in the 30 minutes. Let's go back to the 15 minutes. It's rejected there, and then price finally gave a CSM buy here. Let me zoom in. Price gave a CSM buy here, and then it went and it left an order block here. So price also broke structure here, making that order block valid. But if you notice, price grabbed liquidity down to this place. Normally, I'll always, like, this is why I reduce my leverage. If at all I take my entries from here, this liquidity grab will not be enough to liquidate my account. That's just the truth of the matter. Because normally you guys will go aggressive too much in this place. Like, you watch how the candles are printing. If it starts going down, so you have to, like, be patient. Take your time. Don't just enter like that. This is why you are a full-time trader. You don't just start once you just get here, you just start, because at this point the market was very, very volatile. So normally when you start seeing the rejection going back, then you start entering slowly. And if you notice, price broke above this top there, giving you a CSM buy in the 15 minutes again and reacting to this other block that he left, making this other block here valid. If you notice, I've marked all these things already because I traded them. Let's go to the 30 minutes. This is where it even becomes more valid. If you look at it now, it gave another block here, and if you look behind here, this is this particular place here is a resistance zone, a mini resistance zone into a rally based rally, making this place an SNROC1. You see how the confirmations are coming. This is why BBMA is a very, very sweet strategy when combined with other strategy. You see? And then, okay, let us say we start taking our buys from this SNROC1. This is 2037, okay? 2037 to 2047. This is 100 pips already. This is like 150 pips trade. Imagine you traded this. Come on, you would have been in blues if you're patient enough to like wait for the trade out, because normally the price even came down here again to give you another re-entry in case if you miss this particular re-entry. Normally, if I was trading this and I got a new CSM buy, I would close, because I would expect price to, I'll close some, not all. I'll leave like, maybe if I take 10 entries with 0.01, I'll close like 6 or 7 and then leave like 4 or 3 to run. I'll set them to break even. So if you come back and I notice that, okay, this is a CSM buy in the 30 minutes and it's also rejecting to this SNROC zone, then I'll enter again more entries, because I'm expecting it to break this time around. And then it broke this place this time and gave me 150 pips. Normally I'll close, because normally I always tell you that the high is at the TP1, because normally the main weekly this thing has not started. So I'll close half of my trades here. I'll set the rest to break even. Imagine, okay, I opened 10 entries here, I closed 5 here. I think that was like how many pips already? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's 80 pips already. That, like, if you open with 0.01, that's like $8 per entry. So you close 5. That's a huge profit, don't you think? And then you leave 5 to break even, set 5 to break even, and then it ran 150 pips. You can see how sweet this strategy is. Then it's even giving more re-entry in the 30 minutes. It's rejected here. It went up just like that and like that and like that. But then everything just happened here. Where is this? Okay, this is the place here. Everything just happened here. And then you have to be coming to you have to be checking your 4-hour scan in case of 4 hours CSM. So like this now, if I took my TP, because I'll take my TP here after I broke this top BB, I'll take my TP there, and then I'll wait for re-entry, because like when price did not quite get to the re-entry zone, so I was never going to look for entry. But if you notice, it came here again. I'll go back to the 1 hour, look for extreme, look for a valid order block at the 30 or 15 minutes time frame, and do the same thing over and over again and catch another pips again, just like that. But then remember this zone we marked at the daily, which is a valid order block to some extent. This is where we are going to take our TP. This is where we are going to close our trade, because we are expecting price to react from it. So this is where the waiting game comes in. If you see how many days it took, normally I know I can trade the H4 CSM sales here, but they are not that engaged engaged the trend like we are trading. So the waiting game will start from here, and then we'll waiting for possible buy signals, because all these are just giving sell. If you notice, give a CSK sell here and re-entry here, it went down again and then came up again. If you notice, I'm waiting for it at this zone here. I was waiting for price to get to this zone here. This zone here is in the daily is a valid order block that broke structure, and price already rejected, has already tested it already. I was expecting to test it again, because this is like when an SND zone becomes an SN arrow zone, that is a supply and demand zone, becomes a support and resistance zone. So in this case, this demand area now is becoming a support zone. So if you notice the waiting game, we waited and waited. Okay, sorry, we waited and waited for it to come back to that zone, and it finally came back to that zone. It came back and it entered, and then this is where we start looking for buy opportunities. Here we'll go to the H4 first, and then the waiting game begins. And then if you notice, price gave a CSAK buy after reacting to this zone. It gave a CSAK buy and then see re-entry. If you look at the lower time frame, you get an entry, then it formed a CSM buy. This is where I know that, okay, since price has already retested that zone, I was expecting it to get to this top of this place here. That is the normal weekly CSM buy we've been anticipating all along. So let's go back to the time frame. No, sorry. Okay, yes, this is where we are. Okay, then if you notice, price broke above this place, and then it gave us a CSM buy, and then price came here. It formed MHB. MHB is simply market losing volume. Some people do call it MLV or MHV, but I do call it MHV. You just simply market losing, because it happens only when price fail to break the top BB in the case of sell. So this is like MHV for sell. But then if it has MHV and it starts rejecting from here, you know this is extreme already. So it only means one thing, that there's either a candlestick Arakuku buy on the next time frame, which is being the daily. And so let's check it. This is it. Let me zoom in. This is it. Candlestick Arakuku buy. It came back, re-entry, and then the rest was history. This is where the move started. So I think you guys are getting a grab of it. Like, if you are not you can always restart the video and watch it over and over again, because this is a very, 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 very sweet trade. Like, it's like, I remember, because all this, if you notice, I marked all these zones. All these were zones like I caught them. Yes, I know, yes, I don't trade too much, but the little time I get to trade, I usually get a lot of pips. So after it rejected, giving us extreme buy, rejecting from that candlestick Arakuku buy on the daily time frame, rejected and gave us a CSM buy. You see, the H4 is like the magic time frame for BBMA. Even if you have a candlestick momentum buy in other time frame, maybe higher than H4, you still come back to the H4, because that is where the main magic work. Like H4 and then 15 minutes to confirm the entry. Those are where the time frame, are where the magic happen. So what happened now? It broke above, it came here, it rejected, we did something. If you notice, this is another blind spot here. This is why I say you need to know a lot of things. I told you before, blind spot is simply an engulfing candle that its price failed to reject from. Instead, the price broke from, and then it came back to reject from it. But then it's not enough reason to buy. We'll go to the lower time frame, we'll confirm other things there, and then normally we take our TP at our TP1 here. This is the top of the BB here, and then we set the rest to break it. If you notice, price came back down again. It came to retest the CSAK buy on the daily time frame again. That's just it. This is, you see the multiple retest. It came to test it again, and if you notice in the CSAK, this is another block, a valid order block, and this is where price has been. You see how the two strategies are, they work magic. If you know what you are doing, trust me, you are hardly going to blow your account. That was just it. Just practice makes perfect. We are going back down because we are not done yet. Okay, let me zoom out a bit, and then it's rejected again, giving us more extreme. If you notice, it never closed below the lower BB. It was just rejecting from the EMA 50 and the lower BB, and then price finally broke free. And then the rest was history. It came here, it went up normal. Okay, no, we are still going to analyze this. Okay, first of all, um this it gave us after the extreme here. Hope you can see it. After the extreme here, price left an order block here, which is valid because it broke this structure here. It broke structure here, and then it came back down, and then it's rejected from it. This was where all everything started initially. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. If you notice, price did not actually give a smooth reason to buy here, because there was no like break of structure and on that other block in the 15 minutes. It just went up. This is why entry there was not confirmed yet, so we had to like wait for this particular one here after it broke this upper BB again. And then if you notice, there was this thing here. There was another block here that broke structure, but price did not quite get to it because I don't know, because the momentum for the buy is like the buyers were in control already that time. So let's go to the 15 minutes in this CSM buy. Okay, let's check the 30 minutes. Okay, the magic happened in the 1 hour. If you notice, this is an order block here that broke structure. If you can see, price rejected from it and then started going up and up and up, just like that. Started going up, then another CSM here, it came back to re-entry zone. And then let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see what happened here. Price did not quite give us extreme here because it did not reject from the lower BB or the top BB. But if you notice, the EMA was below the lower BB. If it's below, just know that price just be looking for buy opportunities, even if it does not get there. Let's go to the 15 minutes if we'll see our entry there, our entry criteria there. Okay, first of all, the first thing I spot here is blind spot. This is an order block that price did not reject from. It just broke structure and then it came back down. And if you notice, this is an order block here too, even though price quite closed down a bit, if you notice. So normally you'll find your entries around this zone here, and even if I enter around here, say it's not enough to blow my account. I will catch it because my stop loss, or should I say my money management kind of this thing, the kind of leverage I do set, is the one that can hold floating loss to the extent of like 25 to 30 pips, because I know I'm going to get more than that because this is gold trade. So this is it. I think 30 minutes gave us something too. If you notice, in the 30 minutes there was also blind spot here too, and then price rejected from it too. And that's just it. You don't need to do too much in BBMA. You don't need to. This is when price just started going up and up and up and up and up till it got to our TP, which is the high of the weekly time frame, and that's where we got it. So where is this place? This is it here. So this is the place here where we're going to take our general TP. But no, price was like, no, I'm going to break above, and then it broke above and it gave us what did it give us? It gave us a CSM buy on the daily, and this is where price started rejecting from again. If you go to the H4, it started rejecting from here. Yes, you already know that this is extreme, but then it came back down because it was not valid enough. It came back down and it even broke the lower BB. But when it broke the lower BB, you always consider that because it's H4, so the sell is very, very valid. But you have to be looking at it with one eye because MHV can happen, and this kind of MHV is usually together with extreme. And if you notice, price after it reacted to the CSM sell, because normally the daily was buy, it was screaming buy, so we always have to look out for the buy. Then it reacted to the re-entry zone and went down. And if you notice, MHV happened here. It could not form a new CSM sell, and it rejected from the lower BB. and also the EMA. Look, you know, it never closed below the EMA, and then it flew up. And if you notice this trend line I drew, this is also a flag again for people that trade chart pattern. You understand what I mean by that? And it's a reversal signal. If it's going down, if you identify a flag that is going down, you know that price is going to go up. So that's just it. You see how BBMA like works with other analysis. It's simply one of the best. Honestly, it's simply one of the best. When you know what you're doing, this kind of strategy requires patience. It's not just you just see something and you just start buying, or maybe you just get your entries and you start buying. You know, you look at what the lower time frame has to offer. That's how you do it. You don't rush. I hope you guys, I know this is a longer class than before. I hope you guys get a thing or two about it, because this is a weekly time frame I was just analyzing, and I hope you guys understand. If you did not understand, you can always go back and watch it again. You can watch it as much as you want till you understand. I'm going to be doing other analysis, maybe monthly analysis, or maybe daily analysis, or maybe more weekly analysis on other pairs, not just gold. But I just had to like set this one out so you understand a thing or two about how weekly analysis work, how weekly CSM work in general. I hope you guys understand. If you like this video, you can leave a like and subscribe, and it will be very, very much appreciated. Until the next video, peace out.